I've always believed nature is the greatest sculptor. Crafting masterpieces in stone that defy what we think possible. Some rock formations look like they were carved by gods or frozen in moments of magic. I'm excited to take you through 30 of the most astonishing rock formations around the world. Places that make me stop and stare every time. Where are you watching from? Share in the comments so I can see how global our tribe is. Let's kick off this stone-filled adventure. 1. Giant's Causeway, Northern Ireland. Over 40,000 hexagonal basalt columns fit together perfectly along the shore. Formed by ancient volcanic lava, they almost look man-made. Local legend says giants built them as a bridge to Scotland. 2. Arbol de Piedra, Bolivia. A wind-carved rock that looks like a tree growing out of sand. Its base is so thin you'd think it might topple. But it stood for thousands of years. 3. Organ Pipes, Namibia. Tall basalt columns rise in neat, vertical lines like a church organ. Nature's own architecture from lava flows millions of years ago. 4. Gành Đá Đĩa, Vietnam. Hundreds of black basalt columns form a pattern like stacked plates along the coast. When the waves hit, the rocks shimmer like polished glass. 5. Marcahuasi Plateau, Peru. At 12,000 feet above sea level, rocks shaped like faces and animals. The landscape. No one knows if they were carved or simply shaped by time. 6. Princess of Hope, Pakistan. A natural formation shaped like a woman gazing over the horizon. The wind and desert sand sculpted her from stone, yet she looks almost alive. 7. Devil's Wall, Germany. A line of jagged sandstone cliffs cuts across the Harz Mountains. Locals once said the devil built it in a single night. 8. Pobiti Kamani, Bulgaria. Dozens of hollow stone pillars rise from the desert ground. Scientists still debate whether they formed naturally or from ancient coral. 9. Bryce Canyon, Hoodoos, USA. Thousands of colorful spires stretch to the sky. As light shifts, the orange and pink rocks seem to glow from within. 10. Wave Rock, Australia. A granite cliff shaped exactly like a breaking wave. 15 meters high and looks frozen mid-motion. Imagine standing beside these giants of stone. Would you feel tiny or completely in awe? 11. Yana Rocks, India. Two massive black limestone towers rise out of dense jungle. Locals call them sacred, tied to ancient Hindu legends. 12. Balanced Rock, Utah, USA. A 3,500-ton boulder balances on a tiny pedestal. Every visitor wonders, how does it stay there? 13. Stone Tree, Bolivia. Wind and sand carved this rock into the shape of a tree. It stands alone in the desert, looking impossibly delicate. 14. Delicate Arch, Utah, USA. A sandstone arch rising 16 meters high. Is a symbol of strength and fragility all in one frame. 15. Durdle Door, England. An arched limestone cliff over turquoise water. Waves carved it naturally over thousands of years. 16. The Pinnacles, Australia. Thousands of limestone towers, the desert. Like ancient ruins left behind. Formed from seashells, they change color as the sun moves. 17. Moeraki Boulders, New Zealand. Huge round stones scattered along the beach. They formed inside sea mud millions of years ago, now exposed by the waves. 18. Devil's Tower, USA. A giant monolith of volcanic rock rising 386 meters. The vertical columns look like the ribs of the earth itself. 19. Shilin Stone Forest, China. Sharp limestone towers stretch like petrified trees. In mist, it truly feels like walking through a stone forest. 20. Elephant Rock, Iceland. A coastal cliff shaped like a giant elephant dipping its trunk into the sea. Even the skin texture looks eerily real. If you could explore one of these, which would it be? A fiery desert spire or a frozen sea cliff? 21. Uluru, Australia. This red sandstone monolith glows at sunrise and sunset. To the Anangu people, it's a sacred heart of the desert. 22. Torres del Paine, Chile. 3 granite towers pierce the Patagonian sky. Their reflection in the glacier lakes is simply unreal. 23. Meteora, Greece. Monasteries built atop towering cliffs. Once accessible only by rope ladders, they seem to float above the clouds. 24. Bungle Bungle Range, Australia. Beehive-shaped domes striped in orange and black. formed by millions of years of erosion and wind. 25. Giant Rock, USA. One of the largest freestanding boulders in North America. Once sacred to native tribes, it still radiates mystery. 26. Cave of the 100 Pillars, India. Inside this limestone cave, formations look like ancient columns. Light and shadow make it feel like a stone cathedral. 27. Kjeragbolten, Norway. A round boulder wedged between two cliffs, hanging 1,000 meters above the fjord. Brave travelers stand on it for photos, it's pure adrenaline. 28. Painted Cliffs, Tasmania. Mineral-rich rocks streaked with red, yellow, and white. Each wave leaves behind a new brushstroke of color. 29. Giant's Playground, Namibia. Stacks of square basalt rocks piled like giant toy blocks. Scientists say it's erosion, but it looks more like a forgotten sculpture garden. 30. Pinnacle Geyser Rocks, Yellowstone, USA. Delicate silica spires formed by ancient hot springs. Steam rises around them, glowing gold in the morning light. Every one of these formations tells a story written by time itself. Wind, water, and fire have shaped them, but standing before them, you feel something more, something ancient. Which of these formations amazed you most? Tell me in the comments. I love hearing what caught your imagination. And if this journey left you inspired, make sure to like the video, hit subscribe, and join me for the next adventure. The Earth still has secrets waiting to be discovered.